The case revolving around sexual harassment allegations against West Bengal Governor CV Ananda Bose has reached the Supreme Court. A woman employee of state's Raj Bhavan who has levelled the charges against Bose has moved the top court where she has questioned the constitutional immunity granted to a governor from criminal prosecution. It is the woman's case that such an immunity cannot be absolute, especially when the charges relate to sexual harassment. She wants the court to lay down guidelines and also define the extent to which this protection can be availed by a person in the governor's office. The woman has through her petition highlighted the potential injustice faced by her, posing a question to the top court whether she must wait for the governor to leave office before seeking justice. In this video, I will explain why the complainant has raised this question and sought the top court's indulgence in the case. But first, let us recall the contents of the complaint and the sequence of events leading up to this petition in the top court. According to the woman staff member's complaint, Bose had allegedly called her on 24th April and 2nd May under the false pretext of offering her a better job to sexually harass her. She claims she was in the Raj Bhavan premises when the governor touched and hugged her in a manner which she did not appreciate. She claims to have given a written complaint to the Raj Bhavan in which she highlighted the alleged unwanted physical advances by the governor. However, instead of responding to her complaint, she claimed she was made a mockery in the media. To recall, Raj Bhavan had on 9th May showed the CCTV footage of the premise from May 2nd, which is one of the 2 alleged days of the incident, to around 100 people, including some media persons. Following the woman's complaint, the governor had also banned the entry of police into the Bhavan's premises. Now, in her petition in the Supreme Court, the complainant has said the governor subjected her to further humiliation by calling her a complaint a political tool and by giving statements to the press terming the allegations as engineered narrative. Though an FIR was registered against the officer on special duty for restraining and pressurizing the complainant from going to the police, it was stayed in May by the Calcutta High Court. In her petition before the Supreme Court, the woman has invoked its extraordinary jurisdiction under Article 32 and sought intervention to redress her grievance, claiming the absolute immunity provision has left her without any remedy to get justice. Under Article 32 of the Constitution, an aggrieved person can directly approach the court if there is violation of his or her fundamental rights. The counter charges by the governor, she said, needs to be investigated at the outset, which according to her cannot be done given that the constitutional post is insulated from criminal prosecution under Article 361 of the Constitution. According to Article 361, there is a complete bar on initiation of criminal proceedings whatsoever against the governor, and the latter is not answerable to any court for the exercise and performance of his powers and duties. However, according to the complainant, this protection does not confer unfettered and absolute power on any authority, including the Parliament, to violate the Constitution, particularly the fundamental rights of an individual. And in her case, the complainant has said her right to live with dignity has got imperiled because the immunity leaves her remediless to seek justice. This blanket immunity, she has argued, would arise only when the acts by the governor are in exercise and performance of their powers and duties. It cannot involve illegal acts or violations of fundamental rights. The complainant has sought an answer from the court on whether sexual harassment or molestation can be considered to be part of the governor's official duties, entitling him to constitutional protection. This court, she asserted, has to decide whether a victim like her can be left without any remedy. Going by the current legal framework, the complainant said she would have to wait until the accused demits his office, and such a delay will be inexplainable during the trial, rendering the entire procedure a mere lip service without any justice to the victim. The petition also contends that while a civil suit against a governor can be initiated after a 2-month notice, no such provision exists for criminal proceedings leaving sexual harassment victims in such a scenario without a legal recourse. And lastly, pointing to the callous conduct of the governor, which he displayed by airing the CCTV footage to a gathering, the complainant has demanded penal action against him for disclosing her identity to the public. As per law, details of a sexual harassment or molestation victim have to be kept discreet, the complainant has submitted in a petition. This petition comes close to the heels of the top court reopening after a 45-day long summer recess and could be heard anytime next week.